yes, Darren here, going. I just watched the Ant-Man movie, and this video will contain spoilers, which will be my reviews and thoughts about the movies. So, Marvel just created another good run of movies with Ant-Man, which I think is a very good movie, a very good introduction movie for the character Ant-Man. And the cast pulled it off. Paul Rudd as Scott Lang and Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, is a good good characters. Also, Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne was also good. The rest of the cast was solid, but I think the best character in the movie was actually Michael Pena, who plays Louise, who is Scott's friend. And I think Michael Pena has a very, very funny part. Has a very funny and essential role in the movie because his comedy, his acting is very, very hilarious in the movie, and I love seeing him when he's on screen. Also, but as good as the cast is, I think the villain was very underused. I like Corey Stoll as Darren Cross, but I think the motivation for him as a villain was very, very bland. Not that bland, but very low motivation. I feel he's just a guy who's trying to get back at Hank Pym for screwing with them in the past. Like, if I have to compare Obadiah Stane from Iron Man 1. And also like Iron Man 1, Iron Man has a very similar feeling to the first Iron Man film, which I like, actually. But it's not as action-packed as the first Iron Man movie. What's unique about this movie this is a superhero heist movie. It's Ant-Man going through Ocean 11 style, breaking in and trying to steal the Yellow Jacket suit, which was created by Darren Cross. And I think, but when the action starts, it really starts seriously. The final fight between Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man was amazing. Seriously, it was. And I was really hoping that they would show Giant Man in the movie, or some form of Giant Man. And I think they did show some form of Giant Man reference, because at the end of the fight with Yellow Jacket, Scott turned to a subatomic form, a form smaller than an insect, and subatomic form, a very, very, very small form, which was the state that Hank Pym thought that his wife might die. And I'll explain later about that. And Scott survived by using Ant-Man's only tool, which was two shuriken-like things, which has two colors, that is red and blue, which is the red one shrinks matter, but the blue one grows matter. And Scott uses the blue one to grow into normal size again. And I think with this technology, with this tool, the blue shuriken thing, Scott might actually be able to turn into Giant Man. And I really think so. And I'm hoping in Civil War, which Scott Lang, Ant-Man, is confirmed to appear, I'm hoping Scott becomes Giant Man. Or, if not, shows an upgraded suit or a high foreshadowing to become Giant Man. And there's Wasp in the movie. The Wasp is clearly in the movie. In a flashback sequence, which was Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne in the old Wasp suit, trying to save America from a nuclear bomb from the Soviets. The Wasp suit looks similar to the Ant-Man suit, but more feminine in figure, and sporting a different kind of helmet, and has wings. But I don't know if the Wasp suit has stingers, like the comics. But it pays homage, the color of the suit pays homage to the first appearance of the Wasp, which is colored red and black before it turns to yellow. Sorry. And at the mid-credit scene, we see Hank Pym reveals that he built a new prototype Wasp suit, which he revealed to his daughter, Hope. And it's clearly foreshadowing Hope to become the new Wasp. And I'm hoping either Civil War, or maybe Ant-Man 2, or maybe Marvel's Infinity War, Part 1 or 2, we'll see Hope as the Wasp. And the new suit looks more modern. It's still sporting the same kind of helmet, but the suit looks different. It's sleeveless, I think, from what I see. It still has wings, definitely. It has gloves, but the suit's color is more... It has more yellow. There's no red in it. There's no red in it. Its base color is bluish or black, but it has yellow in it. And I'm really digging. I'm really excited for what they're going to do, for what they are going to do with Hope's character, and Scott, and Hank. In the end credit scene, we see we see Falcon and Captain America and Bucky, who is being held by Cap and Falcon, actually. And Falcon and Cap is trying to bust Bucky out, but without causing trouble to them. And Falcon has a good idea by telling Cap that he knows a guy who can bust Bucky out, meaning he knows Ant-Man. He kind of knows Ant-Man because Falcon, in the early part of the movie, fights Ant-Man to a certain degree and actually lost. And it was kind of funny because an established Avenger got his ass handed to him by a rookie. But to be fair, Sam Wilson doesn't know of Ant-Man, of the suit's power at the time, the Ant-Man suit's power at the time, and what it can do. So I'm hoping in Civil War we see more dialogue and interaction between Sam, maybe Sam and Cap with Scott Lang, and maybe Hank Pym. But I don't know if Hank Pym's going to be an integral part, or if he's going to appear at all in Civil War, because it is hinted clearly that Hank Pym isn't in the best terms with S.H.I.E.L.D. or Avengers, because one, he doesn't really like Stark, Howard, or maybe Tony in general, and in the beginning of the film, we see Scott quits from S.H.I.E.L.D., and clearly he doesn't like S.H.I.E.L.D. to this day. And if thinking is going to be an Avenger, maybe. I'd like to see how Hank react to that. So, that's my thought. I think Ant-Man is another good Marvel movie. I am really hoping it really ends Phase 2 with a good note. Not a high note, but a good, solid note. An 8's really good. I mean, it's a solid movie. I'm really excited for Marvel Phase 3, which is Marvel, the Captain America 3, Civil War. I'm really hoping that it will open a new world, which the Ant-Man movie just revealed the microverse to us. I'm really hoping that they would delve more into more mysticism in Phase 3, because there's going to be a Doctor Strange movie, and Black Panther has sort of a mysticism to it. I'm really hoping for the more spiritual or supernatural part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which now is more aliens and science-based. And, and there was a Spider-Man reference in the movie. In the end, there's there was a news of a guy who can crawl walls, crawl up walls, and that is definitely Spider-Man. And I am really, really, really hoping that the new kid who's playing Spider-Man pull it off as much as Andrew Garfield. I know people do not like the Amazing Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man 2. I know, and to be honest, I also think those two movies wasn't that good. But to be fair, Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. To be fair, Andrew Garfield was a good pick for Peter Parker. And I'm hoping the new kid brings more to the role than Andrew did. And that's my review and my thoughts for this movie. I hope you enjoy it. And lastly, I'd like to say I'm sorry for the quality of the video. I will improve on the quality as time goes by. Please comment, like, or maybe subscribe to this channel. And I also have a gaming live stream channel on my Twitch channel, which I will put in the description below. So thank you for watching, and I'm signing out.